Hi everyone, this is Ouano, and in this video, I'm going to discuss all about my concept paper in relation to utilizing discrete structures in creating automated vaccination card verification. Due to the sudden occurrence of COVID-19 pandemic, the government and the people are continuously finding and creating solutions to combat the pandemic in every aspect, from creating vaccines, implementing strict protocols such as wearing face masks and physical distancing, to placing infrared thermometers in public. Even after years, people are still finding strategies and inventing devices that can contribute on combating the COVID-19 using the science and technology. According to Myers 2022, the COVID-19 will permanently exist just like any other diseases or viruses such as polio and malaria. The study stated the study also stated that the only solution for the virus is through adapting and mitigating using vaccines and protocols. Hence, the mentioned protocol may significantly reduce the number of cases and fatalities, which is the only solution for combating this COVID-19 pandemic. Considering the active situation of the pandemic in the community, entering public or private places such as restaurants requires to fill out forms. With this health protocol, it allows authorities to be aware of the personal information and temperature of every person before entering the premises. From what I have observed in my community in Lipa City, Batangas, especially in other places where I have been during this pandemic, I can observe that before entering restaurants and malls, it is required to fill out forms manually through using shared pen and paper to provide your name, your location, and your body temperature. Thus, there is an increased risk of attaining COVID-19 from the mentioned mandatory protocol as the people are sharing pen to fill out the forms. So next, the problems and objectives. So the problem is manually filling out forms before entering various places increases the risk of COVID-19 to the people, since it will increase the risk since the people are sharing pen and paper, wherein wherein a used pen wherein a used pen to fill out the form will be passed to the next person, and this will cause an increased risk of attaining COVID-19 in that protocol. Therefore, the study will propose an application which will automatically screenshot vaccination cards before entering public or private places to be checked by station person instead of manually filling out forms or showing the vaccination card directly, since showing the card directly to the station persons also increases station person at risk. According to ANI 2022, people in the community should avoid sharing of physical objects such as phones, pen, and paper, since it is difficult to know if a person is infected, whether the COVID-19 entered the body through the air or something they touch. Hence, the application may significantly reduce the risk of attaining COVID-19 in a community, since physical distancing will be maintained among the people and the station person. Moreover, there will also be no physical sharing of objects such as pen and paper, which will reduce the reduce the risk of attaining COVID-19. So the objectives of this application is first, to maintain physical distancing among the people and station persons. Second, to reduce the risk of attaining the COVID-19 virus. Third, to avoid sharing of physical objects such as pen and paper. Fourth, to ease the process of the mandatory protocol of filling out forms. And fifth, to protect the station persons. Okay, so the next thing that I will discuss is the significance of the study, which will include the beneficiaries of the study. So the application aims to maintain physical distancing and avoid the physical sharing of objects among the people. Therefore, the beneficiaries of the study are the citizens, other communities, families, and frontliners. First is the citizens. The study will benefit the citizens since through the application, physical distancing will be maintained and physical sharing of objects will be avoided. Thus, the application will reduce the risk of attaining COVID-19 among the people in the community, right? So the next is other communities. So the study will benefit other communities since the application can also be implemented to other communities or other locations, which can also contribute in reducing the COVID-19 in their area. So the next is families, specifically the families of the frontliners and other people in the community. The study benefits the people's families since there will be more assurance of not attaining COVID-19 on entering various places due to manually filling out forms which can put the family at more ease, especially the families of the frontliners. So the next one is frontliners. The study will benefit the frontliners since through the application before the frontliners enter their offices, there will be less hassle and risk of attaining the virus. Moreover, frontliners, particularly the stationed persons such as security guards in malls and restaurants, will have reduced risk of attaining the virus since through the application, physical distancing will be maintained among the people and the stationed persons. So that's all for my significance of the study. So the last one that I will discuss is the discrete structures in the solution. The discrete structures that will be used in the study is set theory, as it will serve as the basis of the required information of a person before entering a venue or location. So the set theory is the concept that will be followed by the application that I wanted to create. So first we have set U, which is the universal set, which will represent the required body temperature and vaccination card details. So set B will represent a person's vaccination card details. So set A will be the vaccination card given by the persons before entering the premises. While set B will represent a person's body temperature. Oh yeah, the person's body temperature. So here we have universal set or set U, which will represent the required body temperature and vaccination card details. So this will be the basis of what is needed to be satisfied before the person can enter the premises or location. So the first one, it should have a name, the address or location, the vaccination type, the vaccination date and expiration, and their body temperature uh, should have should be less than 37 38.7 37.8 37.7 degrees. Should be less than 37.7 degrees. Here we have B, which is the vaccination card given by the person. So it should have a name, the address, the vaccination type, vaccination date expiration. So it's important to to know that the vaccination card should not be expired since if it is expired, it can't enter the location. Well, the set C, here we have the body temperature of less than 37.7 degrees, since above this degree is considered fever or low fever. So here we have if B intersects with U, so if B, the given vaccination card, is compared to this universal or this required details, the answer should be the same, wherein it should have a name, should have an address, it should have vaccination type, vaccination card, date and expiration. While if it is intersected with C, which is the body temperature should be less than 107.7 degrees. So here, if all of these are satisfied, which is if the person have the name, the address, their vaccination type, vaccination date and expiration, meaning it is not expired, the vaccination card is not expired, and their body temperature is less than 37.7 degrees, then the person may enter the venue or location. While if B, the difference of B minus U, if some of the given vaccination card is missing here, such as expired vaccination card, then and the body temperature is not less than 37.7 degrees, which is this one. So the person may not enter the venue or location. So let's try to translate all the information. So a person may only enter a location or venue if their body temperature is less than 37.7 degrees and all the needed information such as name, address, vaccination type, and vaccination date and expiration are included in the vaccination card. So all of these should be satisfied before entering the premises. If one of these are missing, then they cannot enter. While if one of the required information is invalid, such as expired vaccination card, and body temperature greater than 37.7 degrees, then the person may not enter the venue. So that's the basic concept in my application. So that's all for my presentation. I hope you understood well the concept paper. So yes, that's all. Thank you for watching.